Caregiving opportunities are one of the best opportunities that can be able to get you to move and relocate abroad, either alone or with your dependents. The reason why this is because in most countries, the shortage occupation is mostly in the health sector. One of them being nursing and caregiving or carer jobs. Reason because support work most of the time, locals do really avoid, or some of these countries do not have a very high population in the young people. The population is more directed towards the old people. So you find that there is no enough labor to equate to take care or give support workers in the healthcare industry, hence the need for support workers, either caregivers or nurses or healthcare assistant. If you're coming across my video for the first time, I do share information matters a relocation abroad, either for work, for study, or for conferences. All the information I share on my channel is always linked down below on the description box, so always be sure to check that out. Please do remember to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload, you are updated. Please leave a comment if you have any. Give me a thumbs up. You really help YouTube recommend these people to more people who are looking for this kind of information, and you will really help me to grow this channel. In today's specific video, I want us to focus on caregiving opportunities in Sweden. Sweden is in Europe, one of the best countries that you can move to in Europe, and you can raise your family in terms of raising and family childcare awareness. Sweden will give you a lot of opportunities and very good maternity packages if you're looking to go for a maternity of around 1 year to 2 years. Healthcare sector in Sweden is perfect. There's a lot of people who are moving to Sweden and some of these Scandinavian or so many countries in Europe, because they are good countries that allow you to settle well with your family. More so people who are very family oriented, Sweden being one of them. You can move to Sweden under different jurisdictions if you want to move as a caregiver. One, you can move as an au pair. Two, you can move as a carer or as a caregiver. Three, you can move to Sweden as a nursing assistant or as a nurse. So in today's specific video, I want us to check what is available for caregivers and for au pairs. I will be sharing my screen with you as I always do, because I want to show you websites that you can look for these jobs. The best thing I love about caregiving is, or au pairs, is mostly that you connect with the host family and they do all the paperwork for you, including the work permit, the visa application. They will help you do all the paperwork that is needed, and they'll give you supporting documents. I have seen a lot of success stories on Instagram, and few that I've handled, I think around 7, of people who are moving to countries like Germany, Luxembourg, Sweden, Finland, and Netherlands as au pairs, because of just being out there interacting with host families as much as you can, and they'll sort, or rather they sort all the paperwork for you. So please do watch this video till the end. I'm going to be giving you and showing you how all the websites look like, what you need to do, and how to go about this. If ever in your life you will want to focus to move to Sweden, it is very important for you to be able to know the rules for obtaining a work permit in Sweden, depending on the citizenship. And this portal here is where you check what applies for you depending also on your citizenship. There are different rules. Citizens of EU countries, passport or ID is required. Those are mostly countries, or what we call countries around the Schengen zone. If your family also is from outside EU, if you want to be a long-term resident, all the information is stated there. For this specific video, I want us to focus more on citizens of non-EU countries, meaning these are opportunities that are available for people or citizens from all other parts of the world that are not on the Schengen zone, Africa, Southeast Asia, name it. Step 1, a work permit in Sweden. General citizens from countries outside the EU must apply for a work permit to work in Sweden. There are few exceptions to the rule, that is Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, Japan, New Zealand, South Korea, aged between 18 to 30 can also apply for a working holiday visa for up to 1 year. So for that specific age gap and in those those countries, you do not need to apply for a work permit until maybe 1 year. For employment that lasts less than 3 months, citizens for certain countries must have both a work permit and a visa. Requirements for a work permit in Sweden: first of all, for you to qualify, you must have a valid passport. Your employment must offer terms of employment and a salary that matches those set by the Swedish collective agreements. Your salary must amount to at least 80% of the Swedish median salary, and they have put a link there of the Sweden Migration Agency as more to the so-called maintenance requirement. Your employer must provide insurance covering health, life, employment, and pension. Permits for family members: if you're a non-EU citizen eligible to receive a work permit, your spouse, common law spouse, registered partner, and children under the age of 21, as well as children aged 21 or older who are financially dependent on you, have the right to join you in Sweden. You must apply for residence permit either as part of your application or separately. The application process is also explained here. I'll try my best to leave this link on the description box. Generally, you need to apply for and have granted a permit before entering Sweden. Normally, the application is done online, and this is the process in brief. First, you must have obtained an employment contract. Second, your employer in Sweden initiates a work permit application. Third, employer lets the trade union concerned have an opinion of the employment and then passes on the application. You must also have complemented application of the following: employment contract, copies of your passports and your personal information, photograph and whatnot, and the power of attorney that is representing the applicant. The applicant must also pay an application fee, and also if you want to extend a work permit in Sweden, all that information is there. Another thing that I'd want us maybe to go through just in quick: looking for work in Sweden. If generally you're starting to look for work in Sweden, there are job listings in the Swedish Public Employment Service, and I will also leave this link on the description box so that you can go and check it. There's also the URS that I've talked about here a lot of time. That is the European Network for Finding a Job. So you go and on the URS website, go and filter. Just when you Google URS, you'll get all the jobs that are available around the European Union, and filter jobs that are available for non-EU or foreign workers in specifically Sweden. Finding a job in a sector looking for talent. Mostly this is best for the labor shortage list and the PDF. And once you click here, as I said, once you click the labor shortage list, you will get the list that is the list that the Swedish government said they need, or they're in dire need of that labor. Or if you want another way, let me just show you in a bit. The problem is this labor shortage list is mostly in the Swedish language. I am not conversant with that. It is also very good for me to mention there are two ways you can go to Sweden, either by you knowing the Swedish language or look for English speaking jobs. Okay, what were we looking at? I was talking about, sorry, 1 minute. I was talking about also you can have direct contact with the company. Many companies include information on available positions on their website. Just like I share on my website, you can go to these companies' websites and look for jobs. Work experience, internship, and fast tracks are also available. If you want maybe a few companies that have jobs or that can offer you jobs, this is one of them. That is Migration Skevet. I'll try leave all the jobs that are available or rather leave this link on the description box. Work permit requirements, they are put there, and on the information of this website you can also go through it. You can also use these websites. Jobs in Stockholm, sorry, these are English speaking job. Associate MA and private equity, associate MA and private equity. There might not be a lot of English speaking jobs, and that is why I said these are jobs that are mostly, or these are an opportunity that is very good for people who know the Swedish language. Also, there is another one, another website here called Jobland, and also they have quite a lot of jobs: technical account manager, journalist, development manager, application manager, and whatnot. In general, those are the general requirements, or the minimum requirements that will enable you to move to Sweden under different circumstances in each and every kind of job that you're looking. I will not talk so much and expound so much on the kind of skills that you need, because Sweden is not quite a huge country. The population is not quite high, so sometimes you might find it is very limiting for you to get them, requiring a lot of people to migrate in numbers. It's just like in hundreds of thousands. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, be safe, keep safe. All my services are linked down below. As I said, I'll try my best to leave all these information on the description box, so that if you want to go through it, it will help you.